watching Throttle House
Express.
This was filmed before it got its name.
I'm Thomas.
And I'm James.
This is the Mercedes-AMG CLA 45S.
We finally get this car.
Yes.
Just before they've announced that they're going to do a whole new CLA soon.
That's right, yeah. It's a bit long in the tooth, but it is an extremely powerful little car.
This is pocket rocket.
This is an absolute pocket rocket. 416 horsepower, 369 pound-feet of torque, turbocharged 4-cylinder.
I trusted Thomas to learn the numbers there.
I remembered them. Also, I remembered, importantly, this has 4MATIC Plus all-wheel drive. Not the same type of 4MATIC Plus that you get in a rear-wheel drive-based Mercedes.
That decouples the front completely.
Right, this is a front-wheel drive-based car, so it's kind of like a Golf R. It has the same type of trick rear differential that can distribute torque to each of the rear wheels
so
to make it spicy in the back end.
That's what you want, spicy in the back end. And this is currently a spicy hot chili pepper in the red.
It is.
This is a more toned down spec. I spec'd one online with matte grey and the aero package, and you get like canards and a big wing.
Yeah, there's a package that makes the front slip way more exciting, and you can get an actual like on stilts wing on the back, which makes it look way more exciting.
That's what I would do if I was spending this amount of money, because it's a fortune.
Yes, this in Canada starts at $74,000. This one spec'd over $90,000 Canadian.
That makes it more than an M2. That makes it more than a CT4V Blackwing.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
We haven't got the RS3 pricing yet for the new one in Canada, so I don't know, but this is very much an RS3 fighter.
It is for sure. It's also an M235 fighter.
No, because that's lower trim.
I just wanted to make fun of BMW.
You just need to slip that in there.
I need to slip that in there, yeah.
But this doesn't get the same turbocharged 4-cylinder as the 35. This gets the same turbocharged 4-cylinder as the Lotus Emira. Yes. The same one you find in the GT43 or the SL43.
I feel like it's probably fair to say that the Lotus Emira gets the same turbocharged 4-cylinder as this car.
But that's kind of nuts.
No, it is cool. It is cool. I like that.
And technically this is a discount. It's a 4-door Emira. That's what this is. And therefore it's cheap.
No, that's not true at all. Okay, listen. Let's drive it, and then we'll spend some more time talking about it.
Okay, you've lived with this?
I've lived with this, so you drive.
I'll drive.
Yeah, you need those, yep.
Yeah.
Okay, there's some new stuff in here. This is the AMG driver's package, so it gets the fancy steering wheel and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is nice. But I mean, otherwise, this is, you know, it's nice. It's very sporty looking. I like the ambient lighting, it's cool. And check this out. Mercedes' reputation for these days having very poor build quality, right?
Yes.
As demonstrated by this entire console, which
whole
squeaks.
thing,
However, this little bad boy down here, this is the most solid center console
that's Audi level
I've ever seen.
That's Audi level.
It's covered in piano black, so it looks horrible.
It looks like a first generation MX-5.
That does look like an NA, yeah.
I think there's some theatrics going on here. The brushed aluminium here.
Yeah.
You know, there's different specs you can do. There's some quite fun stuff you can do in terms of the interior.
Yeah, you can.
And that's what separates it from something like the Golf R, which is just black. And that's where it starts to command its price.
Yes.
The RS3 even isn't as spaceshipy as this.
Yeah, but the RS3 is so sick.
The RS3 is sick. This has to be
5-cylinder.
Yeah. This has lived for a few years in Canada with no RS3 competitor. And that is about to change. So.
All right, put the hammer down. Oh, see what she does. It's real stiff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's quick, isn't it?
Quick. Sounds a bit synthetic.
Jeez. Are you in the Sport Plus mode?
I'm in Sport Plus, yeah. There's race mode because it's an S.
Right. That's seriously quick little zippy.
Does it do a little?
It's going to do a little launchy.
It's called a race start.
Sorry, race start. Ready?
Oh, that's kind of fun.
Yep. Oh! Okay. That DCT is angry, isn't it? It's angry.
Fun transmission.
Yeah. You honestly, you can't beat the clutches. They're just snappier. They're more fun.
Ooh, pop back there.
Kabang! Yeah.
The one thing Mercedes is doing is theatrics, although I will say it sounds like they've tried to make a hybrid sound cool, and it's not hybrid at all.
No, it's not.
So an RS3 with the 5-cylinder does sound better.
Can I say something controversial? I think that this, I don't know if it is better, I like this better than the C63.
That's not controversial.
It's not? Okay,
it's
good.
lighter, it's smaller, it feels more playful.
It's more fun to drive.
It's like 60 grand less somehow. Yeah, it's more fun.
Did you feel that rear diff do a little bit of like, rear end push there?
I think, I love the pocket rocket class of car, because this has rear seats and rear doors, and the seats are, I can just fit, and Harrison, our 6'6" sound man, does not fit at all.
Yeah, speaking of the seats, this has the sporty option seats.
Yeah.
And like they're designed well, but the back is too stiff. It's like your spine sits on a board.
I see.
It gets really sore after a while.
So if you're a soft back, you'll be fine. Yeah, like if your weight, some people your weight.
Innuendo?
No, if your weight goes there, some
Okay.
people get weight
Just
going
wanted
to
to check.
weird places. Like
Yeah.
if I gain a pound, I get it in my face.
It goes right to your chin?
Yeah, that's not fair.
Yeah.
What if it went to my back? I would love this car.
Mine goes to my bum. Anyway, let's put the hammer down again because I actually am quite enjoying. Oh.
I think people that buy these cars are going to be a bit naughty in them.
Otherwise, it's really easy to do that,
yeah,
isn't it?
when we drove the CLA 35, we ended by saying, just get the 250.
Yeah,
And
that's not true about this one.
No, you think
it's not? No. See, this is too much money, no question.
Right.
It's way too much money. However, we are starved for options.
But you're almost at M3. I think you're at M3 base price here.
Oh, it is way too much money. It's stupid. Never buy one. But if you, for some reason, were really endeared by this car and you didn't care about the other options that were out there, or saving your money, this is a great little car. It's very fun.
Yeah.
Like in a vacuum, in isolation.
Firm ride, but
Yes, firm
everything
ride.
about it feels taut in a good way. The
The
interior
steering is nice, isn't
lovely.
it?
It weights up perfectly off center.
Yep.
I love the transmission.
Yep.
There's a lot of good going on here.
There is a lot of good.
You know, you mentioned the C63, but the last AMG we were in was the CLE 53.
This is a significantly more fun car than that.
But it feels like less car. If you were to sit in each of them at the dealership, that one feels like you've got 90 grand of car.
Yeah.
This doesn't.
I will say that the Golf R and the RS3, their rear differential is, I think it's a bit spicier. It's a bit more fun, right?
Yeah, we'd have to track this to know.
You would. But I mean,
No one would track this car.
feels decently bad. That's not true. Someone might do a little all-cross day with it, right? It's
Maybe.
a full performance car, right?
Yeah.
Why would you not? The ride is stiff, isn't it? We are in Sport Plus mode.
But even then,
mode.
it's still a stiff car. We'll go into comfort for now. Yeah, fast, but not as quick as the RS3. I think it's 4.1 seconds claimed, which is the RS3's in the 3s.
Yeah. I think, the reason why the interior on this Mercedes doesn't bother me like other like in the S-Class and in the E-Class and in the all the other Mercedes, I think I like it in this one because the flashiness and the over-the-topness works for this.
Yes.
Because it's this like hot tamale
It's
like
youthful.
spicy. Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
youthful, it's silly, it's fun. So like this little stripy thing works here, the ambient lighting works.
I find these seats quite comfortable. Maybe I do have a
No,
softback.
but you're a softback.
softback.
You're a softback.
Sounds like some sort of whale. Oh, it's a softback whale.
This
Yes,
is
so we
it's
find out
very
at the
rare,
end.
actually.
Yeah.
Migration patterns go south. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is a really fun little car. I just wish that it was $15,000 cheaper.
Well, the starting prices, but then you don't get it really options up quickly.
The Mercedes one has always been overpriced.
Yes, it
Like
has.
even in Europe, the A45 hatch has always been more expensive than the other ones.
Yeah, they priced it too high.
They price it too high.
But you do benefit from a lot of the trickle down. That's what we said about the CLE, because even though it was priced well, it got a bunch of stuff that the S-Class gets. Like this AMG wheel, that wheel you do not find in a $50,000 car.
No,
You just don't.
No, it's very cool. It's a nice design.
With all the tech going on it, like really workable, intuitive tech.
Yep. No, those not intuitive.
They
They don't get to be called intuitive.
The left circle is not clear whether you press that and it changes the option. That doesn't
Yeah,
turn
it
on.
doesn't. It's the opposite.
This turns it on.
That's stupid.
Yeah. Apart from that, I think there's so much fun. Everything about this car is cohesive. It matches its package. It's fun. It's a pocket rocket.
I agree. Yeah.
But beware of the RS3. But then maybe this beats the RS3 on styling.
Well, let's take another look then. All right, I have to say, I don't love this kind of shape of car.
What do you mean?
Like
the class or the Mercedes specifically?
Well, both of them actually. Like I find this to be a little dull, right? I prefer the hatch.
I see.
Like the A45S would
But
be
that's
way
more
more
fun
interesting.
looking. This is more like baby exec.
I guess I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, okay, there. I don't like baby exec. I go full exec or no.
Why
exec.
is he an exec? He's just a baby.
just a
Can't possibly be an exec.
Oh god.
I think this is totally the wrong way to spec this car. I don't normally talk about that, but I think this is such a dull way to spec
It
this
is a very
car.
dull way to spec it.
Because otherwise, honestly, it's quite an exciting car.
The problem is that the RS3 exists. Right?
Would you take it over an RS3?
Would I take this over an
Yeah.
RS3? Not a chance. RS3 has a 5-cylinder.
Would you
way
take it
more.
over a CT4V Blackwing?
Not a chance.
Would you take it over an M2?
Not a chance.
Would you take it over an M3?
Not a chance.
I can't
Got
remember
any
the other
more?
things.
I don't know. Yeah, that's the problem with it. Is I really, really like it,
Yeah.
but I would never buy it.
That tells me that we really like this class of car.
Maybe we do.
And that this isn't that competitive within that class. Because like every car I just named,
That's
they're
pretty
all
much it.
great.
They're all great. Yeah. So there you go. I mean, that's pretty much our conclusion. I
Yeah,
mean,
if
this
you
is.
really like Mercedes, and
We're gonna kind of like fade it out, right? This is kind of just how
that's
it works.
what happens.
Yeah, it's gonna fade
This
out.
is the new format of name which we don't
Are you
know.
dyeing your beard? Have you been dyeing your
Never
beard?
dyed, no.
Are you sure?
No, I still have youth on my side.
I'm not sure because it looks like a little bit like artificial on the side. I just wanted to point that out.
You look like you've fallen over in the snow. What happened there?
This is by design, my friend. You see?
It's bespoke.
It's bespoke.
Yeah.
Exactly.